Hey guys, it's Real Raw and Bradley with Woo Woo. I was just actually sitting and talking to my mother today. Today is July 10th. I haven't done a blog in a little bit, but I thought I would cue in on some, and that's go online, get online with my track of who I am and what I'm about. Tonight's actually really hard. Today, um, I'm actually going through a lot of stuff right now in my head. I'm teething like a mother. I'm really, really, really fighting a craving, especially tonight. Thank goodness I had a really good friend that got me a room for 16 nights. So that definitely helps. It helps my stress. So I have somewhere stable to be at. It's clear up north on 58th and I-25, but it helps me so I can unpack, I can do my laundry, I can do the simple things that a lot of people take for granted, like having a laundry within the house, which I used to have, or having a gym membership. And thank goodness Michael Laubacher is actually helping me out with that as well. So sobriety is it's really it's helping me, and things are coming out of it because of me being sober. On certain aspects of life, I still smoke cigarettes, and I still do caffeine. So well, it's funny because a lot of times when I say sober, I turn to other things that you can be addicted to, and I forget that sobriety. You can't say you're sober, but you have to also include what you're sober with. And I'm sober with methamphetamine, and thank goodness I am, because my skin looks better, my body's getting chubbier. So I'm excited to get back to the gym, and get my life back on track. That's what it's all about, getting my life back on track, and revamping my label, making sure everything is on the up and up, and doing my foundation. Yesterday was kind of a trip loop on stuff, just for the fact I didn't know where I was going. I was coming to the end of my hotel stay over at the Crown Plaza. I had taken in a homeless person for 2 days, and he taught me a real good lesson on I need to be by myself right now. I can't really take people in, just for the fact I kept telling him, if you're going to stay with me, you need to be sober for one. If you're going to be staying with me, you need to get up, and like I did. When I was homeless, the Tuesday before, I didn't sit on my butt and just woe is me. I didn't just not do anything. I got on my phone. I asked people. I called people. I made sure I was all right. I walked. I didn't stop. I made appointments. I made sure that I was going to be okay, that I was still putting the effort into it, even if I didn't make the appointments, that I put the effort into where I needed to go and put the thought process into that. And he didn't do that at all. He just basically slept, which is good. But when he was up and around, he could have been applying for jobs. He could have been doing that. And that's what really frustrated me, because with what I do, in retrospect, I already have the backing for it. I just needed to get back on cue with it. So which is a really good thing, that I'm back on cue, with my sobriety. But that's what sucks sometimes, is that I'm so back on cue that I'm like, oh, I can do this. I can do a little bit. And no, I can't. Just for the fact it will screw me in more ways than one. It will put my mind into a whizzle-woo, and a tornado that I don't want to face again. I haven't really come out and said it to a lot of people, but I'm an empath medium, to a certain extent. I do feel things a lot more, since off of methamphetamine. I feel energy that's really, I guess per se, other people can't feel, because when I do sit in a bed or lay in a bed, I can feel radiating energy from the last person, especially if someone is using or has been using. I can feel it off of them, coming off of them. I can feel it creep into my body, especially if they had just done it. And then it's very toxic for me, and I can't be around that person. It's one of the greatest things I've learned through this is I hadn't been to that point in a very long time. I thought, maybe I could just be around it. Maybe I could just, say no. And I've been around it, and I've said no countless times. But how it's now turning me off towards that the same sex for interpersonal reasons is a huge thing, because I thought I could just still punch one out, I guess you could per se. So I'm not too what is it called? What is it called? It starts with B. Descriptive. Let's just say descriptive. Very descriptive. Very provocative. There it is. Provocative. On how I'm saying it, but that's what it is. Like before, I'm like, oh, it's a really big turn on, blah blah blah, and I'll just watch or I'll just do that, and I've done that, and it was, but now I can't really do that anymore, which is it's quite lovely. So through that, I've learned that I'm strong, I'm more confident in myself, and that I can do this. So that's why, sometimes I do blogs, sometimes I don't. It's because I'm trying to process what's going on in my head. And I needed to start doing more blogs for the fact of then I probably wouldn't be in this situation where I'm teething. But it has been almost a month since I have, which is fucking fabulous. But I'm going to say my sobriety date is on the 25th, because that's when I actually got out of jail. So 25th, 26th. So I don't like to count anymore. I want to forget for the fact if only if I'm counting, then I'm thinking about it more. And I don't want to really think about it right now. It's not a good thing. And I want to keep my smile. I want to keep my prettiness, because that's not going to stay around. Especially in here, it's not. Because of the fact I do hear voices. I would say mildly schizophrenic, which is weird to say, but I don't know if that's really true. For the fact of other things correlate, and it could just be my psychic ability, but it scares the hell out of me. Because if I use again, it could turn into schizophrenia full blown. And I don't want that. I want to be here and present with everybody and give them kisses and huggy boos, because that's what I love to do. And that's why I'm developing Woo Woo, Weird Universe, Weird You, Wonderful Universe, Wonderful You, is to get people out of toxic environments, especially kids, and giving them a higher platform to stand on. Be their groundwork, their rock, their foundation, to help them out, because sometimes, as a kid like me, I didn't have that. I had some of it. Thank God I had some of it. But, I don't want kids that were less fortunate as I was to go through something and then also do some rock themselves, go through even worse problems, especially with this day and age, sex trafficking or just horrible abuse. It just doesn't make any sense. And I think that's what my legacy and my passion and my fortitude and my perseverance is going to be, is so I can see that happen, and I need to be around for that. I'm going to try to do more of a scriptive talk. I'm going to see if I can type up some really good interviews and just start doing interviews. Very nervous about interviews. That's why I haven't done them yet. Just for one thing, I don't know how people will react. I don't know how people will react with me coming up on the street and asking them, would you do an interview with me? Two, I would like a video camera. Because phones are weird to me when I'm shooting someone else. And three, I need a laptop. So I'm trying to work on those, and plus stickers. Stickers, I think, at $350 to get, and I want to start doing like HRC does, do stickers. I might actually approach them to see if I can come under their wing as like a internship or something, and then maybe I could do an offshoot from HRC as Woo Woo. Because then I could get donations through them. I'm going to do some advertising, see if I can approach large companies and making little slogans or advertising catch lines for them, because I have a couple, and they get them donated to me as well. I need to find some neurosurgeons as well. So if anybody out there knows really good, top-notch neurosurgeons, please let me know, as well as security analysts and computer technicians, because I have an idea that I need to patent that will revolutionize the medical and personal familiar industry. Within one night, it will be a billion-dollar industry. And some people think that this is weird because I say it, but it's me. I'm all about people. I'm all about loving people. I'm all about giving all my money away, because I want to be a billionaire in net worth. But when it comes down to gross, I want to be penniless. I want to be someone that can give all their money away and be okay. I'll have a good life, but that's all in the riches of other people. The riches of their family growing, the riches of their family living, the riches of their family going on vacation, and then getting better, because that's what it should be. That's how life is supposed to be. And if you believe in higher power, that's how he would want it. He would want us to break bread with each other, not yell at each other, not shoot at each other. So shout out to Dallas. I feel for you guys. It's one of the hardest things to go through, because I don't understand it. I never have. I don't understand why people can't just use their words. I never have. But 'tis life's, and since NRA is there, that's how it is sometimes, and it's really, really, really sucks that people can't just, as I call it, tongue whip. Just use their words and tear people down that way in a good, constructive, if you want to be negative, be a negative, constructive criticism. Don't call someone a bitch because they're a bitch. Call someone something else that is constructive to why their character seems to act and correlate to the personal context of the word. So, if you're just going to call someone a bitch because you feel like it, that's not cute. It's not fun. Because some people, you never know, will kill themselves because of that. So I don't understand that. Even if you're not your friend, even if they're not your if you want them to go away, don't say that. That's rude. Just walk away. You have words for that. And so I don't know what I'm saying. I'm getting lost again because of the things that were said about me. And it really hurts. It hurts a lot. But that's why we're men. That's why we're women. That's why we have children. To raise them on a higher platform of a moral and ethical, how to use your words. Words will never hurt me, but sticks will break my bones. It's kind of, it gets lost in that. But still, if you're going to be mean right. If you're not, don't just be mean. Just be good. Love each other. I'll try to come out with some more of a constructive, I was going to just synopsis, constructive blog, because sometimes I just ramble, sometimes I just talk, and then it gets lost and it's gurgle. I need to really start on my life story. That's the hardest one because I haven't really had the time to sit down and do it. But since I have 16 nights paid for, I have the time. I don't have stress. I can work on me finally. So it's good to rehab. So, which is good. It's quite lovely. So, I will probably end you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for letting me kind of stress myself and vent a little bit because it's really helped me. Hopefully I can get through this craving. It's really bad. It's It's really, really, really bad, but that's okay. That's why we have them. I'm trying to get into a house in August. So if you guys wanted to donate to help me do that, that would be fucking fabulous. So you can donate at PayPal me. So paypal.me/WUWU313E. Or you can just text me and I can kind of give you the information that way at 313-960-0262. Again, 313-960-0262. And what was I going to say? That'll help me get into a house because I plan on actually doing a witching hour, AANA, from 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. because that's usually when I'm teething. And then that's going to, in case people needed somewhere to go during that time, a refuge. And hopefully one day it will be the foundation of my entire organization, just for the fact of I'll start getting to know the community, start getting my name out there, and start growing and seeing where I need to go. So definitely donate. It's not for me. It's for the people out there. So again, it's not for me. It's for the people out there. I've got me really good. So donate for them. Again, paypal.me/WUWU313E. Okay, well, have a great night. You guys take care. And again, if you want to just donate 2 cents, so you can. Trust me, I've tried. It works. So please give me your pennies, your cents, and put your 2 cents in. So leave me feedback. Push like on my page, on the YouTubes, on the Facebooks. I'm going to be doing a lot of website development, try to get my website up, as well as maybe a Facebook page, and try to get stickers bought. So give me a call at 313-960-0262. Again, 313-960-0262. I'm located on 58th and I-25 at the Comfort Inn. So if you want to come stop by and say hello, I would love that, just for the fact of it gets me out of my head. Or you can email me at Eden4change@gmail.com or Eden313earth@gmail.com. And yeah, give me a call. Okay, I'll talk to you later. This is Bradley with Real Raw and Bradley with you, Woo, and we'll talk to you soon. Love you all. Okay, bye. Night.